Well, I got to warn my fellow Americans, Muslims are taking over the world, and they have a new type of stealth terrorist out there. This is a Muslim fashionista, which she has a camouflage animal print type attire with the headdress, and her bombs are back here in the bags on a bicycle ready to blow up the next target. So beware of the Muslims. And I have to give the news unit a lot of credit talking about the Islamic takeover of America. Now, he points out Michael Savage. Now, Michael Savage I kind of listen to sometimes. He's not bad, but he doesn't go far enough. And, you know, here I have to give the news unit a lot of credit because he calls out Michael Savage. He's a wimp. He calls him a wimp. And the reason he calls him a wimp is because, yeah, he exposes stuff, but he doesn't go far enough to give into what the deal is. And, you know, I have to actually point out something else. With Dianne Feinstein, she's Jewish people's worst enemy. She wants to disarm America in the face of this Islamic takeover of America. Oh my God, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. As long as her little world is protected, everything's fine. So I say to hell with Dianne Feinstein. But, you know, I don't want to be too mean because I have a video camera coming. I says, you know, I always wait till the technology changes a little bit. Like a 720 was a really good one for video before. So now I'm getting a 1080. So what I'm going to do with this camera, just for you, Dianne Feinstein, is I'm going to do a video close-up of me of showing how to make wrinkles disappear, how to not to get wrinkles in the first place. And I'm going to help you out, hon, because you really need some work and give you something to do besides trying to go after rifles and stuff. And by the way, Dianne, I have to tell you this. Since you don't want anybody to have rifles and you just want to have bolt actions, I'm going to recommend to all gun owners of America, get yourself a belt-fed M2 50 caliber and some, you know, full automatic, full sear weapons. You know what? If they're illegal, they're illegal. And you know what? You're going to have to use them to defend yourself against the Islamic takeover of America. Don't listen to Dianne Feinstein. She's an idiot. She's screwing up the whole planet with her garbage. I'm going to teach her about wrinkles. I'm going to get her something to do. She can, you know, she can work on her face. She can, you know, make herself look nicer, do some reverse aging, and I'm sure she'll be happy and leave us the hell alone. If she doesn't, I'm going to spank her. You know, I really am. Whack, 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 whack. And she ain't going to like that because she's a little kid. I can tell you that right now. So anyway, beware of the new Muslim terrorist out there. She's wearing like a special type of camouflage animal print utilities, dressed very chic, high heels on a bicycle with the bombs in the bag. So, you know, Michael Savage isn't picking up on all this type of stuff. I have to give credit to the news unit. The news unit is actually exposing many different articles on what the Homeland Security's doing, stockpiling more ammunition. We don't need you. You know, cut Homeland Security. You know, that cuts the budget. We got our own ammo. Hey, we shoot our own terrorists. No problem, you bums. You know, we don't need you filling out forms. No paperwork, no muss, no fuss. You know, terrorist comes by, they're dead. That's all. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we don't need you bums. And don't interfere with our shit because we're going to screw you up. That's all I got to say. All right? And then it goes on to say Americans trade the Second Amendment for fear of the government. Yeah, you should fear the government. But, you know, it's not the government per se. It's the money power behind the government. That's always been that way, you know. When our founding fathers created this nation, they realized government doesn't really, like, think. Like, it does set policy, but there's always who sets the policy for the government. Do we want it the establishment? Do we want it the ruling inner circle, or do we want it of the people, by the people, and for the people? So that's why we have the Bill of Rights, and that's why we have our First and Second Amendment especially, and our Ninth Amendment, which says any rights not enumerated in the other amendments doesn't mean you don't have them. So we got all kinds of rights. So screw you, Feinstein, and Michael Savage. You're not going far enough to expose all these Muslim terrorists out there. I mean, this is a chic one, so I would have never expected this. I mean, there's probably bombs in this thing, you know. But hey, you know, a couple well-placed rounds right through the bag here. You know, we don't need the TSA and the Homeland Security. I take care of it myself. You know, if they went to like disable this terrorist, you know what I would do is I would just shoot the bag, right? I wouldn't even hurt the bicycle. Go right through the spokes. I shoot the bag, destroy the bombs in there, Them, they probably shoot this broad up into a million pieces because they don't know how to shoot, too. That's another thing with Homeland Security. Cops in the military, they don't know how to shoot. I know how to shoot, you know? I mean, I could draw a line around here, you know, and just stop her, no problem. So that's the way you got to be. No bullshitting around. And for all you Americans afraid of about turning your weapons in, just get better stuff, upgrade, you know? Get some AK-47s, M16s. And by the way, M16s are very reliable weapons. They don't jam. I fired tens of thousands, not thousands, tens of thousands of rounds through M16s, and they never jammed. Never. The only time they ever jammed was because of a bent lip on a magazine. Not the rifle itself, the magazine. That would be the only way. Otherwise, that damn thing is reliable as all hell. So, you know, but if you want an AK-47, by all means, go buy one. Buy 2, buy 3, buy 10, and, you know, buy everything else with it. So, screw you, Diane Feinstein. I'm going to have some wrinkle commercials coming out for you, hon, so to keep you busy. And we'll reverse age you. And if you're going to be a pain in the ass, we're going to have to spank you because you're being a dumb broad.